I took one of the most significant decisions of my life, a matter of yards from here, just behind the camera, behind where you're sitting or perhaps standing, as it were, in the hall here in University College in Oxford. It took place back in October 1995. And right now it's 20 years later, almost, and in fact you can just see behind me my college rooms from when I was a second year undergraduate here. I studied history here from 95 to 98. However, the reason for this post has nothing to do with academia, nothing to do with Oxford, nothing to do with education or career. It has everything to do with matters of the spirit. Because the college chaplain at University College for many years was a man called Bill Sykes, something of an icon in Oxford generally and particularly in the life of this college. And at a dinner in one of my very first evenings here in University College, just behind me, or behind you I should say, he introduced himself to us as students and said, every week I run what I call a reflection group, and it takes about an hour and it's entirely voluntary and it's in small groups, so I run many sessions, sometimes as many as 20 sessions or more a week, and it's an opportunity for you to join me to reflect. And the opportunity is open to you regardless of background, regardless of faith, regardless of whether you consider yourself to be Christian or not. Anyway, I decided that was something that rather appealed, and so I took him up on that invitation along with many other fellow students. But it was always in small groups. There were at first only myself, an architecture student, and Bill, so there were only three of us that would meet for that hour. It was just one of many slots that he would have allotted during the week. And the way it worked was that he produced one of his books which contained an anthology of excerpts, quotes, verses, writings, fragments of perspective on different themes, and you spend about 20 minutes reading through the excerpts for a particular theme. It could be inspiration, could be faith, could be hope, could be money, could be the cross, could be, sometimes they were religious, sometimes not. And then after about 20 minutes or so, people would put their pencils down and we'd start to have a chat about it and just reflect on what those writings, what those thoughts, what those voices triggered in us. And emotionally and spiritually, it was an extraordinary experience and hugely significant in shaping the way, or the kind of person I think that I've become. Bill Sykes continued at the college for many years until retiring some 10 years or so ago, and he was also the priest who married my wife and I here in Oxford in 2012. And today is the day of his memorial service. He passed away in January after a short illness, and I suspect I will be one of very many people coming back from over the years to come and pay their respects to Bill. The point is that the decisions we make, sometimes it's only a very small number of decisions that can actually have huge impact. And when it comes to matters of the spirit, as it were, how you really feel about the world, see the world, those decisions are to be taken with care. I was very fortunate in making what turned out to be a very positive decision, and I wonder who your spiritual mentors are, because that's certainly how I perceive Bill. He had a huge impact on me, because not so much because he was a man of the faith, as it were, although he was a man of faith, but because he was such a human person. He was so empathetic, so forgiving, so understanding, but also very reflective. So his impact will stay with me, just as the spiritual mentor or mentors that you have will, I'm sure, stay with you. This is Simon Bucknall in University College in Oxford on Friday the 26th of June 2015, and speak soon.